crazy. Look what saying, dog.
That nigga got a fucking kaiju.
Look, Godzilla on them kaiju. Twerk, baby, twerk, Harlem kaiju. Work it, girl, work.
This is a Harlem kaiju. No.
Like,
Dolphin brain is
you out there
crazy.
slaying dolphins for brains, nigga? Anyway, but yeah, so you got the first topic, or you want me to bring it up?
You go ahead, because I gotta look up something real quick.
Okay, chat. So let me see which one of these topics y'all niggas want to talk about, man. Because this shit is getting egregious out here.
Oh, by the way, thank y'all for the super chats. We can't let y'all get out without shoulders, bro. Shout out. Make sure that y'all help support the channel, because every time we play any of our clips, we get boom demonetized every single time. Not like it matters, but yeah.
Yeah, I ain't begging, niggas. I'm sorry. I can't do it. So anytime there needs to be any begging, I'm gonna defer to that nigga. I can't do it, bro. I'd rather starve. Anyway, guys. Okay. So the maggot Yorch Torch Gamer is back. Okay, online. And this nigga is, when I tell you, he's engagement farming like a motherfucker. But he puts out this poll. Very interesting poll. It brings up an interesting conversation. Gamers, should women be banned from game development? Oh Lord, that's a question. As
I
you
don't
can
think that
see,
credit is a Don DeMarco, but you know.
Okay, as you can see, gamers overwhelmingly voted against banning women in games. I found it too late. I wasn't able to vote.
I'd vote
Katie, what
no
do you
as
think?
well.
You voted
I
no?
voted no as well, because if that's the case, then we wouldn't have Uncharted. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have the first Last of Us. We wouldn't have some of the things that happen in Halo. We wouldn't have a lot of different video games that have come out that have been written partly by women, some majority women, like, you know, Last of Us Part 1 and Uncharted, just a couple notable ones. And again, I don't think that it's, you know, being a woman that is the problem. You know, I think it's what's in between your two ears, and most of the time it's some bullshit, and it just happens to be mostly women. But I don't think it's, you know, where stole that from?
Legendary Drops. He
Did he
said
say that?
He said that exact same thing, nigga.
Hey, what's the saying? You know what I mean? Great minds think alike, I guess. Shit, I
Nah,
didn't even know you said that.
It's too fast. Think exact.
Nigga, get the fuck out. But yeah, no, I think that's a dumb statement, bro, because it's like, yeah, it's a male dominated space. Yeah, mostly men make video games and play video games. Sure. But there's just as many dumb men that make games as women. So I don't think it's a sex problem. I think it's a personality and environment problem, if you ask me.
Toasty.
Sorry, I was looking at cosplay girls. What?
The question, do you think women should be banned from game development?
No, but do I think is a good idea for them to get involved with it? No. So no.
Wait.
What?
No, so no. I was shaking my head. I was like, wait, what the fuck did you just say? So are you saying no, they shouldn't be, or, you know?
Permanently no, but like it's up to you if you want to hire them. I just don't think it's a good idea, but they should be allowed.
Okay.
I think it's a nuanced conversation. Obviously, I don't think that women should be banned from game development. Obviously, that would never happen, by the way. Yorch Torch, that would never be banned. Also, it must be embarrassing to kind of put that poll out thinking that, because he probably assumed that most gamers would vote that yes, women should be banned, and then to get totally owned by your own fucking poll, and most gamers are saying no, they shouldn't be banned. It kind of puts niggas like Yorch Torch on that extreme side of anti-woke with the John Della Grifters and the, you know, whatever the case may be. no, women should not be banned, but I think that they should have a significantly downplayed influence on games. Because here's the thing: I know what you want to say. It's not women, it's feminists. The problem is you don't know which ones are and which ones aren't. Yeah, sure, there are a lot of them that will publicly display how much of a feminist they are, but there's a lot of them who won't. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of women who pretend to be very, how do you say, just traditional or conservative, and then whole time they really got like feminist values that they damn selves. I know a lot of women like that who think that they're like, traditional, but they're really not. Ultimately, the short answer is hell no. Women shouldn't be banned from game development, but I think their influence should, they should have to prove their worth.
So basically, don't, like, if you're a woman in this space, then
yeah, y'all can see how this nigga this nigga just destroyed my little narrative. Like, nigga just
you what you're saying is, they should be, qualified pretty much. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I was about to finish that shit and you pulled a Leon.
My bad.
I was about to say I was about to finish with saying they should have to go through everything everybody else does to be qualified. And I have a sneaking suspicion that if you put them through the same ringer that you put men through, a lot of them wouldn't make it through.
I agree.
And that's just my
agree. Yeah, I mean, because I know a lot of girls that, play games that are actually gamers. Like, they actually love gaming. And then you got the girls that play games just because the dudes play games and they know dudes are going to pay attention to them if they play games. So it's, that's the part of the conversation where it's like, are you actually a gamer or are you just around because it's a pop-in thing now? Just like with anime. Do you actually watch anime or are you just around it because you see a bunch of dudes doing it and it's mainstream? So it's like, yeah, that's the conversation. Not, nah, she got a pussy, man, get her out of here, man. No, we don't need her in the writing room or whatever, because that's just not a. And also, I don't know if I could be misremembering, but I think Full Metal Alchemist was written by a woman as well. So it's not
a game, but all right.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like that's just, yeah, as Gunblade said, yeah, if they're capable, gender is irrelevant, pretty much.
Now, the whole meritocracy part of it is fantasy. Chat, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's fantasy. I'm telling you right now, the way men operate is exactly how feminists took over. Right? It's the thing that Asmongold talked about when the games are made by a bunch of guys who never got a lot of games were originally being made by a bunch of passionate guys who never got a lot of attention from women. And then when the industry got really popping, when the industry started making a lot of money, everybody wanted to cut of the pie, including women. And these guys pretty much let all of these women in and not knowing what they were in for. And the simple fact of the matter is, when you a man and you start to get up there, accumulate a little bit of wealth, driving a nice car, got a nice house, man, you know what you about to have? B.O.B. A bunch of bitches. You know what I'm saying? When you're the CEO of the company, when you got hiring power, who you want to be working around a bunch of sweaty ass men all the time? I mean, yeah, that's what we want to be productive. But if I can spare it, man, how many jobs you went into on day one, you looking for the bitches? How many classes you went to in high school? Remember we used to have six periods? You ever got one of those? Ever got one of those? What did they call them? What do you call it? The year split when they were split up by in high school, nigga. Oh, that's right. You 28. You might not have. Anyway, every half a year, or some people 4 times a year, you would get 6 different classes. You know what I'm saying? And then every now and again, you got the worst end up. You get 6 classes, no bitches. I mean, there was bitches, but it wasn't. And so every time you go in every class you go to, where the bitches at? Which of the bitches? And then every now and again, you get nobody want to be in a class. Nobody want to be in a math class. There's no bitches. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be in gym classes. Well, no, gym class, you don't really care because you're finna go in there and hoop anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gonna do. That you go to gym class.
Thanks
like,
for
all right,
unlocking memories I forgot about, bro.
Man, like, you go to gym class and they be like, yeah, we jump roping today. Nigga, go where the basketball is at.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nobody doing that bullshit. But anyway, yeah. When you, if I'm working at BioWare, I mean, it's cool working with my homeboys, but I want some bitches. Especially if you asking for crunch. I'm cool with crunch. Just bring some bitches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just bring the women. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, though. Because there's a lot of guys that are game developers, and programmers and things like that, and they're just fucking awkward. I mean, that's just how it is. Like they don't get a lot of girls like that, so they just let them in because it's like, oh, I like your hobby. I like doing that. Oh yeah, you could get a job. That's how people like listen my content. Get around places and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's like. Yeah, that's the conversation that needs to be had. Why y'all keep letting in women in the door that aren't qualified just because you want some bitches around?
Exactly. And you gotta at some point you gotta ask yourself, like, what is somebody like Alyssa Mercante? What does she contribute to the game? It ain't journalism. Obviously, Kotaku didn't value her journalism. The first sign of any anti-Semitism, they got rid of her ass. And she still ain't got a job. So obviously she's not that talented of a journalist, right? And her content ain't popping off. The only thing she's known for is being a culture warrior. So when
her stream's boring as shit. So ain't nobody trying to watch them. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. So I mean, she's gonna have to crank up that OnlyFans. I don't want to make this a conversation about Alyssa Mercante. The point that I'm trying to make, ladies and gentlemen, is that the idea that women will be forced to be hired on meritocracy is a fantasy, nigga. I'm telling you right now, nigga. If I become a business owner, if you think my fucking secretary is about to be a nigga, Griff.
You think New Blackstreet better have a nigga secretary?
Man, fuck out of here, nigga.
Fuck is we doing?
I'm gonna find the baddest, most unqualified, most dumb motherfucker.
I don't know about all that. Okay, she gonna be quality. She gonna know something. You know what I mean? She gotta know something.
About New Blackstreet. I'm talking about my business, nigga. I'm talking about. I'm finding the street rat off the streets. Oh, you look good. What else you can do? Walk. You're hired. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm a simp like that, but it is what it is. So yeah.
Fuck Yours Torch. Fuck JDA. All them people. Especially after that shit JDA pulled yesterday. Did you see what he said about Leon?
I figured you might have had it in the books already.
No, I wasn't even gonna bring it up until you brought this up. But it's like that's just good business. You know what I'm saying? That's just good business.